Hey, what's going on? This is Checkpoint on Campus, and I am your host, Jacob Brothers, and I am joined by a face you do not recognize. This is Sebastian Rooney. He has been helping out with the UNLV Checkpoint team. What's going on, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And one thing that we did in the wake of the Game Awards, we did our own little collegiate Checkpoint on Campus awards. So the categories that we are running through is Player of the Year, Team of the Year, Collegiate Esport Game of the Year, and the Match of the Year. So to not waste any time, we're gonna hop right into it. The Player of the Year, we're picking Niles. Niles, who was the top laner of Maryville. He was one of the main names that you always saw fragging out. He was one that would make headlines even on just general news. And he is now with Golden Guardians in the LCS. So he won the most votes because he is going to show how the system works. If the whole pipeline is finally getting established, that a player can come to the LCS and dominate after being trained in the college setting. Sebastian, who won Team of the Year?
Team of the Year, believe it or not, is Maryville. They've
We're
pretty
so
much
surprised.
won. Yes, big shocker. Breaking news, in fact. But yeah, they've pretty much won most of the college tournaments. I'm still relatively new, but from what I've gathered on the research I saw, Maryville's won the majority of them, or they've been in the conversation for man, they were right there. They could have had it, but
yeah, even if you're being brand new to esports, all you have to do is type in the word Maryville on Google, and that's all you see. Like, them not winning the varsity Overwatch was the one thing they didn't win this year. So it'd be kind of impossible to not give it to Maryville. And then on for the collegiate game of the year, one thing that Maryville actually didn't dominate. So there was one esport that Maryville wasn't the king of, and that was Rocket League. So Rocket League is our collegiate game of the year, as we talked about with production quality. Rocket League's production is just through the roof. Their casting is through the roof. There's actual competition. Northwood is owning that scene, but they actually have a rival, the only esport with a rival. And Rocket League probably has one of the most exciting collegiate esport futures moving forward. I think that competition, given it's only 3 people per team, I think that the competition and livelihood of that esport is not going to go away anytime soon. So the final award that we have is the Match of the Year. What would this be, Sebastian?
Coming from the Overwatch Varsity Series, we have the grand finals of Utah versus Harrisburg. I watched I think that was one of the few matches I did watch on that varsity series. Yeah, varsity finals. But it went all the way to Mat 5 round 3. I think that's how it goes.
Couldn't have gone any further.
It literally went as far as it could go. So, and there was some shenanigans that were pulled at the end with the Bastion pick. Yeah. Who doesn't like a good Bastion?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were talking to Overwatch. We're talking to the Utah team, and they just talked about they were trying to overcome this hump for years. This did go to the final round, the final map, and because they've lost to Harrisburg in previous years, so this was their mountain to climb, and they were a 12th seed. They bodied Northwood to get here, and once Utah got there, they fought. They did do the Bastion shenanigans. Every player on that team would just pop off when they needed to. It's unbelievable to have a DPS player that can play half the roster, to then Koblart, who's this sniper, to Dog21, who is just so reliable, the Flame Turtle that could just abuse the enemy team, and with their healers that keep everyone up. That match was definitely one for the ages, and it's on the collegiate or the Overwatch Contenders Twitch. So if anyone wants to watch that, it's on there, and it's worth your time. It was one of the only real competitive finals that we saw in collegiate esports this year. But yeah, for our Checkpoint on Campus awards, that's what we have. Again, for Player of the Year, we have Niles. For Team of the Year, we have Maryville. Game of the Year, collegiate esport-wise, Rocket League. And Match of the Year being the Utah versus Harrisburg Overwatch Varsity Finals. We congratulate all of the winners. And here's to another great year of esports.